A South African point-and-click adventure game? Yes, Bru and Boegie get the milk is a short little escapade, and like the title suggests, in it you have to get the milk for your morning coffee, standing as one of the best examples and funniest of the point-and-click genre fulfilling its main mission, making solving an incredibly simple problem way more complicated than it needs to be, and then calling that content. And I am content, because in some ways this game did impress me. Now before we start, just some bias warnings. I'm South African. Secondly, this is officially the first ever game I was given for free by a developer to review it. And to show you I'm trying to keep everything above board, let's start with a big negative before I start heaping praise. When I said short escapade, it takes you like an hour to complete. And that's if you meander like I like to do and listen to all the dialogue and even engage in the nice little distraction of collecting stickers. A nice bit of fun, but it didn't lengthen it much. That's short even by point-and-click adventure game standards. This means that while I did enjoy this game, you're going to have to get this on quite a heavy special to say it has okay value for money, because if it were 90% off, its 52 rand full price tag would turn into 5 rand 20. But in all fairness, the full price is cheap, and the developers upfront about this, it's intended to be a short game. And if you want to support this developer, they're already planning the second episode in the series. And as mentioned, the game has its merits, primarily located in the writing. I mean, some of it comes straight out of the adventure game playbook, sometimes okay. On rare occasions, some lines will feel overdone, but there are quite a few clever lines, usually adhering to the tradition of the protagonist busting out some profound or scientific insight into the world in between the dumber gags, and the rare dated reference, and the ending pays off quite big. By the way, if you want me to be successful enough to always have enough cow juice, then please consider liking and subscribing. Maybe comment if there's a country you wish would make a game. But no pressure though, I'm grateful you even watched. And all of this is amplified because it is fully voice acted, and our protagonist Bru and his friend Boegie are obviously voiced over by South African voice actors. Actually the same one.
I thought I was your only friend. I actually have 12, eh? There's a power imbalance in this friendship I was not aware of.
But not only that, it's the low energy delivery that all this is relayed to us with.
Hi chat, comment, like and subscribe or whatever.
I want to punch the bald guy, wrote Skinhead 3000.
Nice.
That just adds to the humor. Really elevates some of the gags that in other circumstances would be lower quality. They really care about getting their coffee, which is a lovely foundation for this absurd journey. The other voice actors go a bit broader in their accents.
Well, Bru, you can't just ask people why their heads are made of bread.
They're okay. Although this actor really hits it out of the park.
I need something a bit more innovative or rousing.
Really, not just the voice, the lines, his characterization. I wouldn't spoil it, but he's a highlight of this game. Just be aware that one or two of the voices, our protagonists included, it sounds as though they didn't use a professional mic setup, as you may have heard.
Teehee. I hope you're wearing sunscreen on that beautiful bald head of yours, Bru.
All of this gives off a feeling of friends helping him out, which some will find charming, others will consider a detriment. Thanks for watching so far. Please stick around for about 18 seconds. It's intro time. And then we go to a different area that's lovely. The really clean 90s cartoons visuals. Not a lot of animation, but you don't really care. The design is just brilliant. Very upbeat. Everything's at an angle, essentially Rocco's modern life in South Africa. If visually it isn't as South African coded. Stereotypically the only thing I've seen in this game that would make me think South Africa on sight was this parcel collection area. Don't worry though, it doesn't go as gross out comedy as 90s cartoons usually go. The grossest thing about this game is that your protagonist constantly has both hands down his underpants. He's essentially twice the Al Bundy. And musically it's good. Some real bachelor survival music. Nice, calm. Heading doesn't change much. In all fairness, it only has to work for an hour. And then lastly, we have the gameplay, which is scant. Spoiler alert, this is how short it is. There was one combination puzzle. It has the capability, could fit only one use of it in. Otherwise, you just use this item with an item in the world. The download though, it is small. 632.99 megabytes on the hard drive. Although that's kind of big for a game that's only an hour long. And surprisingly, it doesn't work on the Warhorse. But just look at these system requirements, it doesn't require much. I have no idea why it doesn't start up. A lot of you won't have any problems. And stereotypically, it is kid-friendly. No swearing, no blood. At worst, maybe 1 or 2 design microaggressions, but that's harsh. The game has lovely hand-drawn 90s cartoon visuals. It's a nice suburban world. Angular, funny caricatures. Doesn't go gross out extreme though. Lovely light color palette too. And musically it's good. The sort of music you would use in a 90s comedy when someone seems rather hopeless. The writing is great. Quite clever gags at the very least. Some are okay. And on rare occasions there are very rigid ones that sound as though they come out of a textbook on game design. But the good ones way offset the bad ones. The ending especially is great. The voice acting is great. At least to me, I love the South African accents and the low energy delivery of our protagonist, lusty Mr. Boegie, stand out. And the others are decent. If some characters don't have ideal voiceover setups, that kind of voiceover makes things funny that probably normally wouldn't be. On the maybe side, it's next level short. And that results in the con, but the gameplay isn't really much to write home about. Point and click adventure games usually don't reinvent the wheel, and it's very pronounced when you don't even get to use that much. The finding the stickers, distraction is fun though. Come on, play it. Support the solo developer so that they can make more episodes. And judging by what they like, the main plot point be about the Ice Bucket Challenge.